Audio should be working fine. It shouldn't be any different than usual. Am I dropping frames at all? No? So, let me know the audio balance, if it's fine or not. Everything's good? That's good. Wow, is there already that many people here? That doesn't look right. Like, is this being broadcast on the front page or something to get that many viewers already? Not that many in the chat. Well, this is, this isn't the actual game. Well, this is the actual game, but not, Oh, hey. Well, hello, Twitch front page. We'll be starting once that timer reaches 0. So a few minutes. Dead smack on the main page? Man. If I was at the bottom corner, that might be more familiar. I'd get real nervous. Yeah, I'm making it big, yeah. Broadcasting on someone else's channel. I could play 4-Note Dungeon instead of, this really good song. I'll be fine. Oh, I don't know what to do. Oh, man. Oh, I don't have things set up for, like, my sellout stuff either. I only got a few minutes to find it all. Must not be much on Twitch tonight. I should have put my, Twitch page or something on there. That's when I'm going to start. I just started early so that people could straggle in. At least the ones that are doing the Big 20. Although it's a little bit behind. It's supposed to, my clock is that I'm looking at is a couple minutes behind. Head to twitch.tv slash Darkwing_duck_SDA. There's a donate page there. Well, I have the emote, BJJ Matt. Alright, I'll end the music now. Start in a minute. That was the Sigilla in Sigilla. The Den of Sigilla. Sounds like Magilla Gorilla, but Den of Sigilla. Really, you would? Yeah, I know. No, it says over 1,000 for me. I should have rehearsed this with this many people. Or get some water beforehand. Too late now. Alright, and welcome to the Rygar tutorial for the Best of NES number 4. This is game number 20 out of 20 on the list, so it's the final game. What I decided to do for this tutorial is kind of break it into 4 parts. I know some people don't want to go through the entirety of the tutorial and just want, the final run and that kind of thing. So I've broken it up into 4 parts. I'm going to start off with the general game mechanics and stuff like that, and then we'll do the tutorial, the detailed walkthrough, and then after we're done with that, I'm going to do 2 runs. One is going to be, the easier run that is as safe as I can think of with being relatively fast, and then I'll probably put everything that could be difficult into it and go from there. Now, this is not the Rygar run I run most commonly. I'm generally a no-death runner of this game, so this is a unique category for the most part, at least for me, because I'll run the glitched run and the no-death run. So this is kind of in between. It's much closer to the no-death run, though. And when I've been running this in my stream the last couple of days, I've been asked a lot about what is this allowed, is this not allowed, that kind of thing. So what I'm going to do first is show you what's banned, what's not allowed. And I have my glitched run, my glitched run PB. You'll see here, I haven't got it started, but you can see the background a little bit. This is the first boss of the game, and you do a wrong warp skip from here. And this is, remember, this is not allowed in the game. It's getting hit and getting knocked over to the other side of the screen. And what this does is this warps you to another boss, this boss here, in this lapis area, which is in the run. the last area you actually go before the final area. And that is not allowed in this run, is to do that kind of warp. The other warp that's not allowed is the same thing. You do the same thing here. You grind up a bit so you can kill the final boss. And you end up killing the boss here. You don't have to in the glitched run, but it's just something that you can do to make it easier. And then you do what's I call it flying, skywalking, whatever. This actually is allowed. What I'm doing right now in this part is allowed in the run. You just can't do this application of it in this particular Big 20, which is skip this screen here. You end up going from the Lapis boss to the final boss, and it's all in a glitched area and that kind of thing. And that is not allowed. You have to go through the final area. So those two are the main wrong warps that are in this game, and they are not allowed. So those two things can't do. This is a 9-minute run, under 9 minutes, doing it this way, and that is not an acceptable, allowed trick for the Big 20's Rygar run. So we'll go ahead and get started with the general game mechanics. Because if you're going into this blind, it's probably a good idea to know what you're getting into. The first thing you have to worry about completely is these little stat points here, tone and last. What this actually means is this is your offense and defense in the game. And your tone is actually, it's a pretty simple formula to determine your attack power. Your tone is your attack power is your tone divided by 8 rounded down. So in this case, you start off with an attack power of 3 because it's tone rounded down. It's divided by 8 rounded down, so it's 3 in this point. You need 2 more tone points to reach 32, which would up your attack power to 4. Last, I assume it's going to. Last is pretty irrelevant in the speedrun, so we don't know exactly. I don't know the exact formula for your defense power. The only thing you need to worry about with last is that at a certain last amount is when you upgrade your health. You get an extra slot for your health. And to increase your tone and last, you kill enemies. So let's kill this roller guy here. And see, my tone did not go up, but my last did. And the important thing about, and I was going to get into this later, but I might as well now, is that enemies in this game, there's different types. There are 2 enemies here. I just killed, they didn't give me anything there. That one didn't give me anything. Is that there are multiple types of enemies in this game. These walker things here, there can be a different type of them. Didn't get them. So, okay, I'll deal with that star point that you just got there in a moment. But some of these enemies have, not getting them, they have variable amounts of stats you can get. And they're not showing up for me very well. Like the rollers can give you 1 tone. See if we ever get them. We're not getting it. But you can see how minute my stats are going up at this point. So we don't really want to kill anything on this screen. We're still at 3 attack power. Nothing's really changed or anything like that. Also, some enemies can be jumped on. It's like a Mario thing here. You jump on them, they get stunned for a slight amount. There's kind of a weird hitbox for landing on things. You'll have to just play with it generally to get used to it. Especially these walker enemies. Sometimes it's easy. Like here, I'm bouncing on them, and then there I'm not. So a little bit of a weird jumping hitbox at times. But otherwise, something you're not going to jump a whole lot on enemies in this game, but it's pretty fixed once you get into the speedrun what you're going to be doing. This game is very glitchy in its graphics. Like you can get yourself caught in places like in between here and things like that. But for the most part, it's fine. Rygar's known for his back abs. You see how well formed his back is when he climbs up things. You can't bounce on things here. You'll get hit if you're. There you go. On enemies. For the speed run here, see, I almost clipped into, like, weird things happen. The speed run, you don't have to climb that particular rope here. You can just bounce on an enemy and come up here. Rygar also has two different basically game modes. We'll get there in just a moment. Here the idea is you go up the rope and you climb down the other, but they didn't test the fact that you can jump this gap. And it's a pretty easy, you got plenty of window to jump this gap, so there's no reason not to jump this gap. It's an easy jump. See, these runner guys, they are the more variable ones. See, I'm at 30 and 15. Now I'm at 31 and 16, so they gave me one of each. That one's going to give me one, so we'll skip him for now. See, that one I killed was quicker, and he only gave me one tone. So there are variable enemies in this game that give you different, and it only matters really early in the run. That one was a kill, so I got 32. So my attack power is now 4. So this is the opening area. I think they call it the Grand Mountains. We're on our way to the overhead section. This is the side view. Most of the game's in side view, but the central area is actually in a top-down view. Now this is this top-down view. You cannot actually jump on enemies in this top-down view. Rygar has all 4 things it goes up to. There are no like things to climb. There are pulleys and such, but there are no things to climb. I guess since do I have enough mind points? Okay, since I got the mind points here, you can see I have 4 bars there. This is your magic in the game. You can have a max of 7. If you collect anything after 7, you don't get any. You don't get any. Oh, we don't have game sound. Let's fix that. Oh, it should be there. But if it doesn't show up, let me know, and I can see if I can't make it better. But this is your mind points over there. These are your spells on the right-hand side here that I'm scrolling down. Power up. Okay, I'll fix that in a moment. Power up is 3. It takes 3. You hit A on power up and you get it. See, I just used it. This increases your power, or it doesn't really increase your strength any. It gives you faster attack. Not faster, but a farther attack that's done in the same amount of time, so it looks faster. So I've got a lot more length on my shot. This is called the disc armor. I'll refer to this as the disc armor. Your little shield thing that you throw out. So that is power up. It's not really necessary for the speed run, and you probably there's no really reason to. You can, but it doesn't really help you all that much. And attack and assail. This costs 5. This is your area effect attack. When you use it, whenever Rygar does this, every one of those 3 enemies would have been hit there, and you have 10 shots of that. And we'll be using that pretty heavily, well, not pretty heavily, but in a couple spots in the run. Recover is costs 7 mind points, so it costs the full amount. And it recovers your entire health. So that is... and you don't really use it in the speedrun all that much. That's kind of the general mechanics of the game. These are the ones that you have to worry about. The bottom down here that I'm cycling through left and right is one is a quest item and one is a health item. That most of the time in a speedrun you won't get, but there's a safety one later that you can get. So, alright. Hopefully there's game sound. It's kind of weird that I'm not getting sound out of it. I'm not streaming any differently than I am to my own channel, so it's weird that if you're not getting game sound. Please let me know if you're not getting game sound. Let me know, and I'll try to adjust things. It might be that I'm streaming on a no game sound. Let me see if I can't look at that quick, and then huh. I'm not sure why it's not. Alright, how about now? Are we getting some game sound now? Oh yeah, if you're getting it, it's very low, it would be from the mic. Okay. Yay, game sound. Cool. Alright, so we got that fixed. So that's the general mechanics of this game that you need to worry about, at least for what you're doing. The real interesting thing about this game is that with your starting attack in this game, which is your attack power of 3, the final boss has 4,095 health, I think. So that's what, 1,300 or so? 1,300 plus hits to kill the final boss with your starting attack power. Too high? Okay. We can turn that down. How about now? How about now? You punks want game sound. You get all the sound! How is it now? Alright, good. Good. Alright. Who's texting me? It better be someone who's watching in the channel right now. Yep. Thanks, K-Mac. Thanks for letting me know that the music's too loud. Alright, so that's the main idea of this game. The general mechanics that you have to worry about. Your tone determines your attack power, your last determines your defense power, and your health upgrades. Your mind points, you have up to 7. Power-up cost 3 is fairly unimportant for the run. Attack and assail is 5 and very important, and recover is 7 and not important. So there you go. That is the general mechanics of the run. This game, like I said, is very graphically glitchy, and we'll get into that as we're actually doing the full run. So as we're going through the run. So let's move on more into the run. Now, this is not my most common run of this game that I do. So some of the death warp stuff that we'll get into, I'm a little bit, it's a little bit speculative still. So let's go ahead and go back to the beginning. Now, what I would recommend you do in this game, there are 2 main death warps in this game. You can death abuse in other places to regain your health, but there are 2 main spots where you can pick up time in the run to gain time. The first one is actually pretty minor, and most of my testing I can only potentially save about 10 seconds over how I normally do it. The problem is that the first boss you come up to at a pretty low amount of tone. Your attack power is pretty low. I prefer to go in with 48 tone. That's 6 attack power. That means the boss goes down in 75 hits. If you do it at less than 48, at 40, you do it. It takes 15 extra hits on the boss to kill him. It'll take him 90 hits. So I'm kind of I kind of want to save those 15 hits. So what I'll set up when I actually do this for the Big 20, I'm almost guaranteed to give myself 48. But some people want to do it in 40, and I'll show you the way to do it in 40 without costing yourself too much time. I've gotten about the same amount of time both ways. I haven't seen one that's better than the other. And then, so let's just go ahead and start. Now this game is works on global timers like a lot of games do in the NES. So what some people have been doing is getting hit on that guy to take damage. I'd recommend not doing that and taking damage elsewhere, because there's a very easy way to get yourself tone points without having to worry or anything like that, to get up to 32 to begin with and then 40 later without a problem. So if you do it this way, you're going to get the same general spawns every time. Jump here, there's going to be a roller spawn there, and then a roller behind. You just jump around that rope and you pop on up. Everything is normal. Jump this gap, it's, you know, easy. It's never anything to worry about. You might get a few different spawns here that you need to worry about. If you hold up while you're moving in a direction, you don't do anything until you start moving. That's something I didn't mention earlier. But if you do this pattern, the vast majority of the time you're going to get this. And those two runner guys are guaranteed to give you 2 tone points. See, I'm at 32 and 12 now. So that's the fastest way, I think, to get 2 tone points to get yourself up to 32. Now the first item we have to get in this game is the grappling hook. It's absolutely required. Oh, I forgot to kill the thing. So that guy got in the way. So that's an extra tone point. That's not, I don't have that routed in, but it's a free one there for you. The first place I'd recommend getting hit is here, because it knocks you to the left if you're at the right hand side. Oh, and then you take 1 damage, but it's kind of a damage boost. So we go this direction. This is how we get to the grappling hook. And then you'll also take another damage here. Just jump over the guy. I got the right hand. Usually you can get knocked up, and that's a damage boost up. And this door we have to go into. Now, the odd thing about these doors at the top right here is that their hitbox is skewed left. So you have to go in on the left-hand side of that door. Otherwise, if you go in on the right-hand side, you won't enter. You'll just walk up and run into a barrier and not be able to go anywhere. So you have to go in on the left-hand side of the door. Right there. Get this, leave. And you can die to this guy immediately, because of the spawn. It's going to spawn that early every time. And this is about a 10-second gain, I think, this way. At least how I found. And then you go this way here. Let's see. About right here. Ooh. I think I'm 1 pixel too far to the right. I could die here. Basically, you have to wrap around the screen. And it's hard to tell the river what's death and what's not. You die if you go into the river. And I think oh wow, that's a nice little glitch there. And so I was on 1 pixel too far right. So I fell into the river and died. Oh, basically in this overworld section, you can only move diagonally while in the air. So make sure if you're moving to the side, you do it while in the air. Okay, now I'm on a good pixel, so I'll just walk up here and nothing there's no problem here. Now, the thing up here, and I hope you can see my mouse cursor, up here is the general area where you die, general pixel where you can walk and be okay to walk to the right here. Now, if you see this little mark here, this is where you want to start jumping diagonally upright, right about there. You'll jump about right here, you'll land right about here, and you'll be fine. And you'll walk somewhere around here, jump down here, and you'll land right about here, and you'll be safe. In fact, I will save state that. Jump out there, and then jump about here, and you're fine. If you go a little bit even more, you're dead. Jump here, jump there, and you're fine. Oh, You have to go all the way. That's the one issue. If you find that's a little bit too risky, you can go a little bit higher up, like right here, jump up, and you're fine. But you have to go all the way. If you did what I did there, stop a little bit short of landing, you're gonna die. But if you go all the way, you'll be fine. You'll be perfectly okay. That's the first real difficult jump of the game. I mean, you can be terribly safe and just walk around, but you can see how much longer that takes. So best to just jump. Boom. Boom. And you're good. Now, one other thing in this game that I'll show you is that when you're moving diagonally, if you run into a barrier here, you will stop going that direction, and you have to let go of that direction before you can start moving that way again. So you do not want to hit a barrier while doing that, because otherwise, unless you change on the fly, stop letting go of right in this case, and go right, you're going to go just down until you land. So best just do underneath there and go like that. Okay, this tree is one tone point if you want to kill him. We'll get into that later when we get into the actual tone point on the boss. See, right now I'm entering at 34. Ideally, I would enter here at 38. So I'm 4 short of where I would be to get to 48. These 3, there are 2 tone point guys here, so you can kill these for tone points if you want. If you're going straight for 40, you'll ignore those guys. You can land on those moonstones, by the way. There is a little bit of a trick here and I'll try to save state this because this is a little bit difficult for me. This is a relatively new thing here. If you come up on here, see how Rygar jumps up a little bit? If you hop right at the right time as you're coming up, you'll actually get a free jump out of it. If you don't get it, you'll do nothing. Now, this is very unimportant for this particular jump up because you can just move right as soon as you come up and go on. But it'll come up it'll be important the next rope we go up. Not the so. All right, you can also kill this owl thing here for a tone point. I will skip him in this scenario. And to do this, there's going to be a next owl that spawns. You want to jump from the second to last, moonstone that you're standing on, at the very edge of it, and then jump again, and you'll land underneath the owl. I'll show you. Edge of the last one, immediate jump, jump here. That's how that works. And then you'll just up B, which is your grapple. If you do it, you won't get hit if you do it properly. And this is the, let's see. This is the one where if you do that, you die. But if you do it with the jump, you land on something. So it's... there we go. Now this is a very small time save and something I won't be doing. I'll just be doing that. Which, I lose a few frames, but it's no big deal. Now if you do this in a specific way, you're going to get these green dragons spawning in the same way every time. So with like 2 or 3 variations, so it'll be very easy to dodge these guys. Like that, and then you can just walk all the way from this point. So that's that area. It's a pretty simple... Whoops. Wrong thing. It's a pretty simple area. It's not that big a deal. So next up, we got Aruga's Forest. Again, same spawn, just get him out of the way. You want to use your grapple right here. Now you see at the bottom right there, I'm getting that dragon spawn. That's a random spawn, essentially. It'll cost you 0.5 seconds to kill him, and you want to kill him. You don't want him to hit you. Which he did. Because I can't use my... It was paused. Oh, I want to take away the mouse. Yeah, I got him. I jumped when I did it, so the timer's all in a different spot. I suppose I'm sure I can go back in and then come back in, and it'll be on the same time. It'll be on the timer I want it to be at. Oh, I hit the wrong thing. Let's see. So it said A to get my save state one right. Okay. Let's get this guy out of the way. Let the 25 spawn. And then here you want to try to do the jump strat here. Get over this guy. You can stop and just go. Stop, pop. But again, that costs you a small amount of frames. So if you can do the jump here, you're good. Other than that, this is a pretty linear area at this point. This game has a lot of glitch as far as despawning guys. So what I'll show you here is this guy spawns here. This is a very nasty caterpillar. It's a pain in the butt, and you can just do that and he despawns. The problem with doing it on that first caterpillar is that you get this. Well, this one's not necessary, but you get that owl there, and he's a pain to deal with. And you have to stop and all that. So you don't want to despawn this guy. So you just do that, and that owl won't spawn. And you just go on without a problem. Jump from there, jump to the edge there, jump again, hop on that caterpillar, and move on. And you're fine. Yeah, scorpion shrimp. Yeah, there's a lot of combination things for enemies in this game. The actual names of these enemies are really weird at times. So. Now these two guys you want to despawn, because otherwise they're a pain and there's nothing behind them. So let's go back. Don't spawn the first one. Gets rid of all this junk here that you don't have to worry about. So basically you just fall here, and then you see how this caterpillar is here. All you have to do when you're on this is do that, and he's gone. Completely gone. Same thing here. He's not even firing. He's in his fire animation, but he hasn't fired anything yet. Just go right, and he's gone. And then that's the shot. Pretty easy. Unless you try to do it really fast and you screw it up. Now, look at my tone. My tone's at 36, so if I'm going to do the 40, I do have to kill 4 guys here. Fortunately, these green dragons in this area always give you 1 tone. So making sure we don't scroll off the screen. So we want to kill these 4 here. There's 4 spawned. So now I'm at 40, which means the boss, in this case, will take 90 hits. This is probably the hardest boss in the speedrun. So we'll just save state outside. Now this boss is there's 2 ways to kill this boss. There's the hard way, which is faster, and then the cheese out way. This is one of the reasons why I don't like considering this category glitchless. I just like calling it no wrong warps and and death abuse allowed. So it's the same pattern. There's no difference to his pattern. All he's going to do is face towards you and shoot every little bit. Now, one of the things you'll notice on this hand side is that his fireballs, when he's facing left, come out pretty near his face. Keep that in mind when I try to go over here. Now here, it comes out much farther to the right. And this will be important for the hard way to kill him. You want to keep that in mind. But let's see if we can. Let's go ahead. There's a cheese out way, which is kind of a glitchy way to do it, but it's kind of a cheesy way. And I died trying it. Okay, it was early. This is how I killed him as a kid, because I didn't know how to kill this guy otherwise, and I thought this was a legitimate way to kill him when I was a kid. need full health, so I might just, if I die this time, I'll just take the hit. Oh, and I ended up save stating immediately. Alright, good job. Just take the death, come on. You can kind of tell I'm a speedrunner. I don't like taking deaths and trying things over and over. Alright. I don't get hit, of course. Once he gets into this little tree, into the tree trunk here, he can't do much. He's just trying to figure out his way out of it. And I'm getting good luck here. Oh, don't do that. There you go. After he does this a while, he gets himself permanently stuck facing right. Like right now. So now he's done. He can't do anything. All you have to do is just hit him 90 times. You see what? You know, it's 15 extra hits here. Now, oh, one thing about iframes here. I'm smashing, but there's really no reason to mash. Because of that. Look at how long that is. And with how perpetual the disc armor is, you can do this and it's the same speed than mashing. And there he's dead. And then you go collect your thing and you move on. Now that's the slow way because you got to get him set up and all that. Now the faster way to kill him is the more legitimate way is to jump over him. Get 4 hits per cycle. Oh, that was 3 because I'm talking. Now, now because this guy shoots farther out right, you can do that. That's the easy way. It's hard to get 5 that way, though. It's not the way I do it, but it's an easier way. The way I would, I'll show you the way I would end up doing. Ah. That's something you shouldn't ever do. If you're, make sure when you're jumping over him that he shoots left. Keep screwing that up. Basically, I want to get 5 when he's on the when I'm to the right of the Rygar. That's the name of this boss. I'm not used to doing 90 hits. And there you go. And that's Aruga. Those are the ways to kill him. And that's Aruga. Hardest boss because the other boss before you do the Atone grind is easy, and then the other enemies, the other bosses take very few amount of hits in comparison. So you go into the door, and you get this item. This item is the pulley. It's required to get basically anywhere else. Any of the other 4 bosses you have to kill to get to the final boss. So this is definitely the first boss every time. Get it? And it warps you back to here. Now we got a little bit of a tough part of the game here. You see how I jumped in there? See where a shadow is in line with the little bit of open lit space you've got here. This is where you want to enter this area, this screen, because this pulley here that you want to get into is notoriously hard to get onto. There's like you could, I'm used to it now, but you could like be right on it like that. Oh, all of a sudden I'm dead. So it's very hard to get into it. But basically, you want your head right around on top of this stump here to get onto it. And it's when you're where you are here, it's kind of easy to do it. See, now I'm on it, I'm fine, all I have to do is that. So you want to get jump, you want to get on the other side of the stump and then just jump right to it. You kind of push down left for the majority of the time, and then you want to hit, you want to stop pushing down for the last little bit. Oh, I'm all discombobulated. Once you get his head on the stump, basically, you're pretty good. So yeah, that's definitely where you want to be. You want your head to be at the top of the stump. Get right on. You can be a little bit lower than it, and you're still okay. You can't be higher than that though. You have to be lower than it. So this one is a very finicky one, but in runs I never miss it. So there you go. Now, if you're a speedrunner, you're obligated to play with the music. So, yeah. There you go. This one is the same type. You can't really when you jump from here, you want to jump from this little thing right here, the edge here. You kind of want to jump from there. Jump forward a little bit and then start going left, because otherwise you're going to bounce into that wall like I was saying earlier, and then you only move down. So you jump from there, jump down just a little bit, and then right there. Okay, from here you just do the same thing you did before, just instead of down left you go up left. See, and you got a lot of leeway here. And see how the clicking, you hear the click there, that's how you know is quite a bit to the left of the stump, right where the rope starts. All you do is jump. Even if you do, so get your head to the stump, you'll be good. Okay. Then you continue straight going right. Now this jump is a little bit tricky. If you go straight up here, you'll die. But right around here is where I jump, and I didn't go all the way. That's way too much for me, but that's safe. You want to go right about here and then jump. You're perfectly safe. And then from here, you can do an immediate jump. No, you can't do it from that spot. I get further left. So this is how I do it. It's like an immediate jump. It always feels risky, but I've never really not gotten it. So you got a lot more leeway than you think. Now there's times where I've screwed it up and I went safe. But it's pretty simple. Move on. I mean, again, the slowest possible way without just doing this. So, alright. Alright, now we got probably the toughest area coming up here. Most random area. So what we'll do is go in. This is I can't remember the actual name of it. I always call it the Happy Mountains because it's laggy. It's got a lot of these stupid things, these chicken things. We'll see if see how laggy it gets. Now, since I've been doing this tutorial, I'm getting a completely different pattern than I'm used to, so I'm just winging it here. This is how most people will be doing this, is just winging it. The more of these chicken things spawn, the more enemies on the screen, the more it lags. And there you go. Now, I guess the worst part of this area are these pulley areas. All you have to do is get on them, but you cannot attack in this area. You can't do anything. You're kind of a sitting duck. You don't fall off if you get hit, but you're a sitting duck, and you are forced to do this little hop when you get off of the pulley. So you're vulnerable there. You don't have any you can kind of go left here, but you don't have any control. You can't duck. You're always going to do that, which is the worst part of this spot, and then the spot, when you come up the other one are the worst part. So basically, you want to allocate your health to those spots. I didn't get hit here, so I got one extra. Those walker guys are not faster than you, so you can just run against them. And then after this point, any chicken thing going left that's low, you have to kill. Or avoid the egg, or it's going to hit you. The one, those two low ones were low enough to where the egg that they drop would hit me. So this is one area most people are going to have trouble with. See, I'm getting a different pattern already, and I just took a little bit of extra time to go in there. Alright, I got hit there, which isn't good. See, I've already used my one allocation for that area, and that's a problem for me, too. Let's get a different... there, so I always jump from here because it's I almost always land on something, or I never get hurt. Now, again, you can jump from here, land here, jump up, or it is possible to one-hop that. Now, also, if you don't like your health, say you're at 0 health coming into here, you can die right here. It's 6-7 seconds to do it, and you spawn right here with your health, full health. So that's definitely, if you can't do it with 2 health, get yourself to 3. If I have 3 there, I'm taking that hit every time. See, you're not slower than those runner guys, so if you're on one side of them, you can just completely run and not worry about it. Sometimes you don't get any chickens. What's happening here? It's just kind of... See, if that low, he's going to hit you with that. So. Okay. I don't like those left spawning ones. Alright, just tank the hit. You can't jump there because this guy's being... And you can see the light there. Now you shouldn't... Oh, that one runner is a little faster. I noticed that. These ones on this side are faster. So you have to improvise. The most important thing is just getting to this doorway. It doesn't matter what your health is. If it's this low, in this case, you just take the death here. Again, another 6 seconds or so. And we're on. Now, the quote-unquote intended way of doing this screen here is to do this. Unicorn, parrot, wyvern things. Watch out for that fireball. All I have to do is pause for the first one to show up and then just duck under. Basically jump when you see these guys. There's no reason to kill them. You got this little section here. If you want to refill your health, you can do that again. Kind of a revisit to the first screen. I look at the chat right as I shouldn't be and get hit by one of the runners or walker guys. On this side, if we go on, that's the door we just went into. This way, go left, bounce. Keep going, and we're here. You see that over there? There's an area over there. Can't quite get there. Now, no matter where you die in this area, see, I already did that other section. If I die in this area here, I'll spawn back all the way back at the beginning of the den of Sigilla, not the other section, not the other doorway where I entered. So you do not want to die in the second half of Sigilla, because that's a huge time loss. So that's the normal way to do it. It's not too hard. It's pretty simple. Now let's try the speedrun way of doing it. And I'm just going to do it first and then explain it, because this is a pretty big. This will be a while here. Oh, I know why it's not. And I didn't do this speedrun way. Okay, let's wait for a better one. Now we're fine. And we're in that same area we were. We go up there, and that's where we came in before. Okay, so what this trick does is take this jump that is otherwise impassable, because even the door says that. If you go in the door, it says, you can go no further, you must go back the way you came. Balderdash! When do speedrunners listen to things in-game? We'll just cross the desert or something. Alright, to explain this trick, you basically have to jump this door. Okay. This is a little far left than I like. But what happens is you wait until this enemy here gets to right around here. Then Rygar has to jump and then move right. Okay, the explanation is simple, the execution is a little bit difficult. And I didn't go far. See, that was because I was a bit farther left than I like to be. The trick of getting good at this trick is that you have to jump, you have to do your jump action before you start moving right. So you hit the A button, which is jump in this game, before you start hitting right. And I but I jumped, pushed right too early. There. You can. There's a lot of different pixels you can be on here. And of course, in the tutorial, I can't do it. So basically what you need to do is, depending on where you are, ooh, I jumped way early. In relation to the door, is how much more time you have to wait before doing your jump. Okay? Here I'm right in the middle. So it's the mid amount of time between hitting A and pushing right. If I'm further right, that means I have to push, the distance between A and pushing right is 1 or 2, 3 frames longer. If I'm closer in the door, it's closer to instantaneous. So when you're in the middle there, so you've got about 4 or 5 pixels to work with, I think. To work with here. So it's, you know, like if I'm closer in the door, it's almost instantaneous. See, and I was so far left, I was like 1 frame off, and I was a little bit late on pushing right. So the deeper you're in the door, the more instantaneous. The further out you are, you wait a little bit longer after hitting jump to push right. Let's see if I can't get the far right one here. So you do have several frames to work with. You just have to know where you are and what input to do. Here it's more toward the middle, and I was still early to move. See, I'm far right there. I jumped a bit late because the grub enemy, I waited too long to jump. But the easiest to do is to have, I'll try to do the easier one, where he's in the easiest spot. It was right about here. It's just A and then push right. A, push right. A, push right. A, hold right. Hold right. Might have been late. Oh, good. Which means you have leeway on being late or early if you're in the middle here. So once you get that idea that you push A and then push over, you don't push A and right instantaneously, the trick becomes a lot easier. The one issue with practice versus runs is that you won't always get the same, you know, grub pattern. So let's do this. Say this happens to you. It's a little bit laggier, but it'll still work fine. The one, you don't have as much time here because the grub's closer. See, it's a little bit harder when you have completely different pattern than what you've practiced with. So you may want to try stuff like this. Once you get good at it, you know pretty much when you do it. So. Oh, that's late. When you're late, you don't bounce on them. If you're early, you'll get hit to the right by the grub. I was late. Oh, I got... See, when you're in the middle there, I was late and I still got it. So that's that trick. It's... Let's go ahead and do it from a fresh thing here. And then we'll move on. That is probably, you know, it's, what, 40 seconds, something like that? I can't say for absolute certainty. It would take a while, yes, but yeah, you could. If you recognize you're not going to get it, you could change and reset it, but it's a pretty big time loss when you do that. Okay, you just want to run into this guy. This will get right into that wall. That'll get these grubs spawned. Ah, I went too fast. And failing this trick is about the same amount of time it takes you to wrap back around. So you've got one, if you do it at 50% clip and you do it on the second try, you've pretty much lost no time from going around. I got 3 grubs there, it looks like, so this is a little bit laggy. But we still got it. Alright. So let's move on. Now this area here, you can drop here, but sometimes you won't. This is how I would do it. I would kill that fireball and move on. A lot of people like to jump it. I prefer to kill it because it can sometimes be a little bit of a pain. Because how I like to kill these guys is a little bit different than most. So. But yeah, you can jump over them. You can kill this fireball. And these guys are like Ninja Gaiden spawns. I'll show you. Okay, there we go. We're not doing what I expected to. We'll get into that a little bit more later, but there we go. See how these guys spawn when you just come in there every time? You enter, to get them spawned. There can be 6 enemies in this area. I mean, you could grind here if you wanted to. I mean, these guys don't. These guys give you 4 tones, so every 2 guys you kill, you up your attack power. But that's just. That's how this area kind of works. This upper area is a little bit more dynamic than the bottom area. You can damage boost if you have the health. Here, that's the best place I find. You can also, I've never really done it, you can bounce onto the top ceiling here though. As well. It's actually slower, but you can bounce. Maybe? Oh, you can't bounce on these guys. I can't remember. These can get into the ceiling. I don't remember how to get into the ceiling, but you can get up there, walk on top, but it's actually slower because there's no drop out of it. Ah. That's how I do that. Use that 1 damage boost. If not, you just have to keep jumping and killing. Then this is a pretty... If you do it the same way every time... It's very easy. A lot of people have trouble there, but do that. Basically, if you enter that room, enter these rooms to do the same thing every time, you're going to get the same fireball spawns. You might get them at a different rate. Even that, it's fine. You can get that. You know, if you get hit by the fireball, that's not going to kill you, unless you have no health. But you can jump that if you want. It's not how I like to set up these bat things. Bat unicorn chicken things. But that's how I pretty much do it every time. I've been actually failing this on runs I've gotten the skip here, the death abuse that I've been doing the last couple of days. So it's good for me to practice this. But yeah, I usually jump right and then forwards. This gives me the range. Yeah. So pay attention to that. I'll jump right a little bit and then forward just so I don't jump into the bottom of them. There we go. That's that top section. The bottom section is actually pretty simple. Jump, hit this guy, hit the second fireball, hit fireball. Oh yeah, there's that sometimes. Nothing. Oh, there's something. Oh. Even, it's not too bad. Jump, second fireball, kill that guy, fireball, fireball, jump, ignore that guy, fireball, kill. Another fireball. You can get hit there if you're a little slow. That's the one place I worry about getting hit, is that last fireball. Second fireball. If you have to do a second fireball, you can despawn that guy if you want. It's not necessary. Fireball. Now I'm going to wait for the second fireball, go under, and I died. So that's a little bit difficult, that last spot, but beforehand, sometimes that fireball doesn't spawn. Oh, that one doesn't. One more try, just to show you guys what I do. Hopefully do it without any errors. You can even jump over that, too. And I did it completely differently, but we're still a little bit... No, we're not already. You can see if you just deviate from this a little bit, you have to improvise. That's right. And there you go. Alright. This boss here is easy. Okay. Now, this is... What this boss does is just wrap around like this. Sometimes when Sigilla gets to the top, drop down like that. Continue going on its merry way. It's kind of reverses direction, even though this doesn't really do it. What the game forgot to, what the developers forgot to test was the fact that you can, your Rygar's range is still high enough to hit this boss while you're ducked. So all you have to do is do this. And you win. Anytime you hit Sigilla, it goes in a different direction. It turns direction. So if I do that... So the slow way would be just to do this. And then, oh no. So all you have to do is sit underneath, boom. Fire right, fire left, and Sigilla will turn around and he's in your path. Okay? Now the problem is, you can't do it right away. Because at the very first time around, Sigilla is higher than your shot. So you actually, it doesn't work at the very beginning. But there's a workaround this. So instead of having to wait for Sigilla to go around and do that, all you have to do is hit him on the left wall. Jump him, left wall, duck. And then you're fine. Jump, left wall. And just make sure you hold down, down left, down right, down left. I'm not even looking at the screen right now. I might lose him though because of that. No, okay, I did. Easy boss. Easy boss. Make sure you don't accidentally stand up while you're ducking out. You'll get hit. Prefer not to lose them either. You can do it slow. Make sure you get them. But I prefer to do it, fast. I don't want to do this anymore because it hurts my thumb. because I'm holding down pretty hard. Alright. Alright. So this is the crossbow. It allows us to get to the other 3 areas you can go to now. With the crossbow and to the pulley, you can go to any other of the 3 areas left in the game. So at this point, the game is pretty straightforward. The first 2 bosses, there are a lot of ways to get to that point. But for a speed run, these next 3 areas are pretty well fixed, especially in the Death Warp. So this next area here is right here. This little stump, you have to be behind it. You can't be on it. You do nothing. You have to be a little bit behind it. And shoot now, you're supposed to walk around these rocks here and get to that area, but you just move down here, jump, and go up, and you're fine. You can even walk it if you're on this particular pixel. So we're in the 4-note dungeon. This is a maze area, but there's only one way to go. This full black area is death, so you just, jump over it. This is the grind area, unfortunately. You get this music for the grind, which kind of stinks, but it's the way it is. Also known as the Meow Dungeon. So here, what you'll do is, once you get past this pillar, you'll end up taking 2 diagonal left jumps, and you should land right in the area you want to without losing time. So right here, and you're good. I ended it a little early, but jump twice here. Hopefully not get hit. Sometimes you do. That's kind of a random hit here. Now this is an important area too. You want to turn left right about here. You want to do this. You've got two really crawler guys. They're called German. That's their name in the game. And what you'll do is you'll walk. Oh, actually, I should save this because this is kind of important. It's easy to get hit, and you usually don't have full health at this point. So you go in here, walk a little bit left to him, and then jump down. You won't get hit by him. If you go at a different time, if you go up here and try to do it, they'll often move down. And you can get hit by him. Didn't happen there. Getting good luck. This can be a pain, and people who've run it have noticed that. And I got it too. So I usually go right about here. This is pretty much a guaranteed spot. You won't get hit. There's other places where you can get hit, so it's something to be wary about. Because they'll just move down and left, and you can't. They'll just stand where you're going about to land, and you can't do anything about it. So that's pretty easy, although I didn't get it to do a bad one, but you can get bad ones there. You can kill those Germans if you want. That's perfectly okay. I don't. The grind is on the Germans. Let's see. Let's go ahead and save stage here. Go ahead and kill these 2, because they're going to be in your way if you don't. Now these guys give you 15 tone points a hit. So I just gained 30 tone points, which is, the equivalent of my starting tone. So these guys are amazingly good to grind on, and they're pretty fast. Now, you see this German spawned right there. Like the bat things from the previous dungeon, this guy respawns every time. Now I look up here. See, right about when I move another pixel up is when the next. I gotta go down. All right. Let's see, where's he gonna spawn? Right there. Right there. Oh, I died. But I'm looking at what it shows on my screen rather than my TV, so I'm lagging a little bit. So what you can use is use Rygar's position. Right around here, I think, is where they start spawning. But I use up here, so I can see them. And it works better for me, but whatever works best for you, whatever visual cue based on the wall you're on is how you want to spawn these guys. And 6 things can be on the screen here. Now it's possible you don't want to spawn all 6 at the beginning because that's very laggy, and just kill 3 or 4. I'll still go for try to get the 6, but all you have to do is where are they? See, there were 2 of those armadillos on the screen, so I can only spawn 4 of these guys. Kill them, and then spawn more. That double star you see up there is not a double, it's actually a triple. And that counts as one of the things on screen. So if there's a star point or a potion on screen, that counts as one. So if there's an armadillo, a star point, I can only spawn 4 of those guys. Now where you want to stop the grind is completely up to you. What I do in the no damage run, and there hasn't been complete and huge undertaking on the exact tone value you want to end at. But a simple way is when you start one-hitting these guys, you'll get your fourth slot on the bottom health row, and you'll right around the same time. You'll one-hit these guys and get the 4th one. I do one more cycle after that, and then I move on. So it's a pretty easy. You don't have to hit start and look at your tone or anything like that. Move on. Once we get to it's easy grind, really. See, I just do one more cycle here, and I'm off. Very linear end here, so just move on. Guy gets in your way. Whatever. Kill him. Okay. Now this is a relatively new. It's something I didn't know, and I don't really use for the no damage since I don't want to waste. I won't have full mind points at this point. When you die, you lose your mind points. So that's the worst thing. That'll be an important thing coming up here. So you're going to die after this boss. So you don't need your mind points at this point. So you might as well just use attack and assail, which is the full level hit. It costs 5. Gives you 10 shots. Durago at max with this grinding will either take 9 or 10. You're right on the cusp of doing 9 hits to kill him. Now, one thing about attack and assail is that it does not go through iframes. So you have to delay it slightly when you're using it, or you're not going to hit the boss every time. See how I'm delaying? And we're good. Oh, we're going to do the grind one more time, and then do the boss. Oh, I forgot about these guys. Did I forget about these guys? And then we'll move on. Got all 6 there. So it's going to be laggy, but when I kill all these guys, I'm going to get 90 tone points. Yeah, that's quite unfortunate in a way that, the name of these guys that we grind on. A lot of these enemy names are very Greek sounding. And then some of them just make no sense. In a no-death run, you would recover once you get... At this point, you'd use your cover. And then save up for attack and assail. Now, I'll do the boss without attack and assail. He's still pretty easy without attack and assail. In case, for whatever reason, you got hit, you wanted to just make sure you didn't die and you used your cover. And you didn't have enough mind points for attack and assail. One thing I haven't mentioned is that when you're in the air on the overhead view, It's like a lot of NES games, is that you're invulnerable and your attack goes up rather than, you know, three dimensions. So you jump here, you get a lot more range and you're invulnerable while in the air facing up. So here's how to do the boss without attacking a sail. It's pretty easy. Alright, this is the coat of arms. It supposedly gives you more defense, but it gives you the added benefit of being able to get a potion. So let's go ahead and die. This is about a optimally about 45 to 50 seconds over the no death. Is taking that death warp there. The biggest gain in the game. Now, if you're really worried about your health, you can get a potion here. I'm not sure how long it'll take. It's about 40 seconds, maybe 30 seconds, something like that. Go up here. To go where you're going, to get where we're going next, we go right. But to get your safety potion, do this. He'll refill your... Oh, I thought I had the coat of arms. Oh, that's just the armor. You have to get it on the way out. Oh, that sucks. I do have the coat of arms, though. Well, that was weird. I should have it. Huh, weird. I should be getting a potion there. I'm a bit surprised there. And then, but anyway, that's weird. But if you can't get it, you know, well, you're stuck. You can tell that was something I did not check before I did this tutorial. Alright. One of the things here that I, you know, don't die in this section or you go back to the almost the very beginning screen. So don't die there. Now what I'm going to do here is take a dip. Now, you can easily die in these pits. In these things here, so... Fall off that bit. Oh, I'm dead. Coat of arms is Belzar. Is he? Ah, okay. I just got the armor then. Okay. So that... Just ignore that part. You're going to have to do this with 3 health. So this guy is pretty simple. He's the same pattern, he does the same exact pattern as Aruga, the first boss. But he only takes 4 hits because we grinded so much, so we grinded pretty well. So it only takes 4 hits. Pretty simple. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I'll show you guys again. I'll save state it. 2, jump, down in front, 3, 4. Okay. If for whatever reason you want to grind in this area, you'll kill this slime here. You can kill him, snail. This guy respawns all the time. All you would do is do this and just kill him this way. I wouldn't recommend, it's not needed. You're plenty strong at this point. Here, 1, 2, jump over him, 3, 4. Easy peasy. Now, if you go a bit too quick, he can shoot right at times. So you don't want to go way too fast here. Just 1, 2, jump over him, 3, 4. Okay, this next boss. Oh, I don't want to. Oh, maybe. It's the same one as the Sigilla boss. Just a little bit faster moving. Now he'll drop it. There he goes. So what we're going to do is do a little bit of a damage boost. Oh, well, I guess I should do the safe way. That's what I'm slow at, because I don't know how to do it the safe way. I don't know how to do it the safe way. But just keep him on the ceiling and hope he doesn't drop. I'm just used to doing it the damage boost way. This is so weird. I'm trying to keep him in the opposite way than I usually do. He takes 5 hits with this route. I don't know how to do it this way. It's hard to do it casually. I always had trouble with him as a kid. Because he would always fall and I would die, and I get so upset. But here's how to do it the speedrun way. Then. 1, 2, 3, and then hit you, and then do basically like what you did to Sigilla. Now what I want to do here is to get the other pattern, his first fall pattern. Let's see if I get it here. So what I'll do is save state here, try to get a different pattern. He has 2 patterns he can do here. And I'm trying to get the other one. This is the one I get most commonly, is the full ceiling. Make it. Basically, what happens is he starts in the same spot. He'll drop right around here. At this point, you hit him here, which, you know, if he's doing his pattern, he'll go up, drop, fall, move left, and go back up around. Now, if you hit him on his way down, he'll start going right when he lands. So you do this, hit him on his way down, jump while he's going this way, hit him on the wall here, have him hit you, and then left, right, left. It might be said already. But yeah, that's the basic pattern. Is he'll come up, drop, hit him, jump him going that, hit him here, have him go through you here, left, right, left. I'll try to get one more. Wait for a little bit. And if I don't get it, that's basically the pattern for the other way he moves here. Nope. Otherwise, you just do that. Now, 2 health is the minimum you want here, so you don't want to get hit by anything else. This guy takes 6, and he was very nice to start off with. And he's very random on his shots, so you really, when you're this close to him, you have to be here to hit him. You're really too close to be able to dodge him, to see when he's going to fire and to dodge him. Like, and he doesn't have a rhyme or reason, so he can do that one shot and then do another one immediately. Like there. So there's really no, you just tank the damage on him. One thing he can do is fire immediately. If you do this and fire immediately, and that can happen like that, sometimes you'll fall down there and die. So you want to probably jump out of here. You take 6 hits at this point. Let's restart. Oh, I didn't. You really don't want to get hit before you start hitting him, because that way, if you get really unlucky, you can get 3 hits on you. But if you don't get hit before you get the first hit on him, you're fine. Now I got a really good pattern here. So, and again, there's really no reason to mash. You're not going to do it any faster. So there's no reason to, really. Your disc armor lingers a very long time, so you don't even have to have good timing to be. See, I'm getting the same pattern, so maybe I'll try a different one here. Can't be the exact same pattern. Oh well. But that's, you know, just make sure you don't take more than that amount of damage. Move on. Here's the flute ocarina thing that you need to spawn the final area. move on. Now, let's see, let's exit here. Did I get it? Nope. Doesn't let me do save state there. Okay. Now this is a very glitchy post. You see how I shot that really low? That's the path I end up taking. Up the thing here. It's, you know, nothing you can do about it. It's for everybody. You will land fine. As soon as you land here, you want to jump, because you might get a chicken thing spawning immediately. Though I get a really odd pattern now. But usually, yep, don't want to. Usually, you'll have 0 health, so you don't want to take any damage here. I lost a good run recently because of it. Lost about 40 seconds. Pretty much a 21:30 run I lost because I died here. Because you get different patterns here than in the no death warp run. Now that won't happen every time, that spawn there. Let's see if I can't get a different one here. That's the one I'm used to. Then here you want to jump right on one of these little markings, probably around this one or this one, because over here on the left-hand side there will be a roller that could spawn, and if you react to them spawning when you see it, you'll land in the little step area and lose time. Because you can't hit those chicken things while you're on the ground. It's just one below. You're fine. Okay, this is a very slight time save to use the grappling hook rather than the rope here. Now we go back to the overhead area. It's called Garlos. Be wary of that rope. You don't want to hit that one on the far left. You'll glitch you out a little bit. Now you definitely have to worry about mine points at this point in no death, because you have 0 because you took a death abuse. Oh, here again. This one you want to go up to about, you know, about waist high. There's a lot of leeway here actually. Just don't go too high. Go to waist high. Yeah, you're getting right on. So I only have 1 mine point. I need 5 before the end of the game. Okay. Since we're really low health because of the death abuse, we're going to go up here. It's 11 seconds to do this, to go get your health filled. You do not do that in no death. That's called the 11 seconds of shame. You want to kill as many things without taking a lot of time as possible here, so you can get mine point drops. You get a drop every 6 to 8 kills, something like that. And I got a potion instead. Okay. This is the lapis area right in front of it. Again, there's a lot of enemies you could possibly kill here for points. Okay, if you, well, I'll go from here. Let's just do something. See, now what I did is I despawned a door. It's still there, you just can't see it. See, I just entered a door. It's part of the fun little graphical glitch. When you enter a screen, if it's on the right, you're right on the edge of the screen, it won't spawn properly. So if I go, drop down and come up, see how that post is gone now? This is on the edge of the screen. It's still there. It just, you know, disappeared. So Just be wary of that. Here you want to use the grappling hook right around the edge of this little pillar here. You can go a little bit further left if you want. Here, you see this little marking right here? That's where you want to go down. Right here. There's a lot of leeway here, so it's almost the same spot every time, but yeah, right around that marking. This is a, you can do a lot of grinding here. These robot things give a lot of tone. You don't need it, but what you want to do is try to get as many hits as possible so you can get drops. And then here, right about here. You can probably go to that marking to the left of where my grappling hook is. Right about there and be okay. And that's probably where I went is probably where you want to go to be safe, the most safe, so you don't overshoot it, undershoot it. You're high level at this point, so you don't need to worry about. All right. There's actually a couple ways to do this boss. The fastest way is just to go up here. He takes 8 hits. Oh, well. Let's see if I can get it. There is a glitch with this guy. Basically, this game has a little bit of a up-down wraparound. A lot of games have it. So if you jump up here to avoid a shot coming straight at you, Belzar will shoot downward at times. What happens is when these shots get at the edge of the screen, when Rygar jumps, he'll barely wrap around to the bottom of the screen, and he can get hit by those fireballs. That'll knock Rygar up another pixel, which for this area is a death pit, so he'll die. So I'm trying to recreate that, and it's for some reason not working. There it is. So, that's something you have to worry about. So whenever this kind of shot is going to the edge of the screen, you probably don't want to be in that same horizontal spot. But otherwise, you just jump over. Many times. And there's the coat of arms that I was forgetting about. Otherwise, he's a oh, there is another way to do this boss. You can actually use the grappling hook and go underneath here. It goes nowhere. But if he comes back up, Belzar is dropped a bit, and you can hit him from up here. So if you want to be really, really safe and do it that way, it's a little bit slower because of the screen transition. You can do that. If you feel you have trouble with them otherwise. This is why I don't like calling this category completely glitchless, because you can do stuff like this. Alright, now we're into the final area, or at least we're going to the final area. That's a strat that you need to do. Again, come from having invulnerability while in the air and being able to hit higher. It's the fastest way to deal with those two guys. Now we're still short 2 mine points here. So we still want to kill some things on the way. So we only need one more. Back to this area. But instead of going to the forest, we're going to first jump on these moonstones. Go up here. You'll want to hesitate there slightly. You do not want to get those one of those three green dragons off the screen, because one could spawn and hit you while you're going up, and it's annoying and can bother you. Now we go up. Okay. This is the tower up there. That's where we want to go. Now we have to be able to do that. We have to use the... Okay, and all of a sudden there's a thing up there. You can use the ocarina anytime once you start scrolling the screen. And we climb up here. Now one thing, and you're in. Now one thing Andy showed me the other day that he did accidentally is that you can hop on these guys, maybe. Maybe. Why can I not hop on these guys? Am I getting the different spawn here? No? Why am I not... It's weird. Sometimes, like... Ah! I know what this is. I know what's happened. I'm on a different, I'm not using the race. That's what it is. That makes a lot more sense. I'm using the, I'm using a different, because I've got that, skip in Sigilla on my, best of 20. Pack that got sent with the information, all the 20. I'm using a version that does not allow that owl skip, but on if you're doing the best of Ness, or the Big 20 race, you can hop on those guys. On this particular version, you can't. That makes sense. But you can hop on those guys and get into the door that way. All right, this is the final area. It's a maze, but it's again for linear. There's a potion in here, but you would get full power from that one area anyway, so you really don't need to get the potion here. So I'm not even going to give it to you. But you could get a potion in here. It takes 30-40 seconds, but there's really no need to. There is a specific way you want to do these rooms. And you might take 1 damage at most, so let's go ahead and set that up. First thing you want to do is jump right before you enter this room, and then hold up left. That'll get you through there. Jump, hold up left. Jump, hold up left. Here, once you land there, you jump. Basically, jump left here, and then jump again, and you'll get over it. You'll be fine. Make sure you jump before you hit the football player, is what I call them. Football player throwing baseballs. Now here, you jump and face down left, and then shoot down. Oops. You can actually go through and then jump. You can do that too, but it's slower. Either one of those works. Gotta stay on this side to kill that one. From here, you're gonna be right around here. You'll jump right to this spot. Down, jump down, jump left, go straight in. You don't jump here. Walk a bit and then jump. It'll be fine. Okay, jump. Jump, kill this guy, go back here, jump, go straight in. And jump. Okay, here. Down left. Hold down left. Make sure, you have to make sure you're in the right spot there. Slight jump to the right. But it's the, let's do the time warp again. Okay, here, let's go ahead and save. You'll jump in to the door, jump down right, and then you'll push up right. Let's see if I can get into the door right. Then up right, and then jump again. And that manipulates that spawn there. And then you down, and then jump right, jump down right. Make sure you don't get yourself caught like I did right here. You have to go a little bit more left there. Down, down right. Ah, that's one of the places you have to get right. It's one of the places you can get hit if you screw up. It's a little tight, otherwise it's... Okay. Now these pillars are weird. It's similar to like... Here, you can't run by them for some reason, even though the bottom of it's right here. So, up here. Down, across here. Okay, here was the last. If you don't have enough mine points, I do not. You have to get your last mine points. Because we get 3 of these guys spawning. You can grind on any one of them. You can have only 3 things on the screen at once. See, I can't spawn anymore. It's different from the other where you could have 6. So you can do it on the first guy. It doesn't matter. These also get 15, same amount as the Germans. Let's make sure okay. Now we're coming up on probably the most random thing that can kill you. These things can kill you. Now you see how much lag there is by just moving straight up? You can despawn that third guy there. Hesitate slightly to get more of the shots on screen, and go ahead, and there's a lot less lag. The problem here is that you can get shot. If I don't do anything and get shot, oh, it didn't happen that time. You can get knocked down into the, off the carpet. Come on. Too many baseballs. There he is. That's scary. I'll just say that. So you just very slightly hesitate. Very slightly hesitate. And then jump, and you'll despawn that third guy, and you have a lot less lag. Jump there, go to the right, there, jump, shoot there, and go to the final boss. Now, for some reason you die on the final boss, which you shouldn't. What you'll do is, you can't go back to those German, at least you think you can't go back. You get hit by that guy, and all of a sudden this is closed up. But, if you jump while entering this room, it'll be open to you, and you can go back to this, back to that area, and grind on those shadow thing, on those shadow German things. But we're at plenty of health here. We use our last attack and assail, gives us 10 shots. Now, if you hear a little, very metallic sound, like this, beep, beep, it means I went through the iframes and I did absolutely no damage with my attack and assail. And you can see how much vulnerability you get when you use attack and assail. See how much I got there? Well, Rygar throws pizza slices at you. Now I'm set to do 11, so it's going to take him 11 hits to kill him the way I've got him. So all I need is one more hit. So you can tank the damage there. And we're done. And for some reason I can't reload. Okay. See, I missed 2 there, so I have to do it 3 times. Dove animation, yeah. And it doesn't allow me to use inputs. Oh, there it is. As soon as I get to the rainbow. So how much health I got, you can take 3 hits on Rygar before dying. So you're in good shape. And that is Rygar in a kind of detailed way. Dove animation, the 3-colored rainbow, and then people regain their smiling faces. Now beat them in the PAL version, yeah. The PAL version, and why this isn't used for the Big 20 race, well, 1, it's PAL, and 2, they cut the maximum tone in this game to 1023, which means your attack power is like 120 something, which makes Rygar take 33 hits at minimum to kill. Alright, now I'm going to do a couple runs here. I'm going to do an easy run, or at least what I would consider to be easy, or easier. Let's do that. Where I'll explain some of my... Oh, I'm going to bring up the splits, some splits here, just to give you some perspective here. What the splits you see are my no death. My no death time PB. So we'll be using basically this first run will be. I'm not going to do the first death warp, and I'll just be safe and not do like the Sigilla skip. Just things where I think it'll be easy to get through without having to do anything major. So let's just go ahead and start this easier run. I'm going to get to 48 as well because of this. I'm going to jump early there. If you get a walker spawn, you won't fall in the pit. Again, in this route I'm going to get to 48 tone to make Haruga take 75 hits rather than 90. This area can spawn a little bit differently. I'll have to improvise if I get spawns I don't like. But right now we're setting up pretty standard. This is the standard. This is the pattern I like. Both of those guys are tone points. Late walker spawn. You have to kill that walker to get this next pattern correctly. Another two runner guys that are tone points. So I'm at 34 tone right now. This first armadillo I kill is not, but it's a setup. That's a tone point, so it's 35. That was a tone point, so 38. Or 37, sorry. That's 38. I'll get a star point here. Like this is the beginning of my no death. It's the same every time. I'm going to be a little bit conservative here because this is the easier one. So we'll go up to the upper one here. Two of these dragons here will give me tone points. So we'll kill... The first one doesn't, but these two will. So I'm now at 40. Pretty set way of doing it. If you do it right, you've got a lot of leeway to do it right. So it's not that hard. Okay, into the forest. See if we get the 0.5 dragon. We do. Up, land, jump. We don't want to despawn this guy. Those two. I'm going to kill two sets of 4 here to get to 48. At least I hope we will. There's a chance I don't get all 4 here. And we'll do the easy trick. Oh, crap. Wow, this is going to be tough to get out of. Well, that sucks. It was like the worst time for him to give it to me. Oh no! Oh, okay. It's just gonna be laggy. Jeez. I got him stuck in the wall facing the wrong way. What a jerk. Glad I saw that. I have to pay attention. I can't like look at anything else. Did I get up to 48? I did. Only lost a minute and a half. Easier thing, so I'm going to be safe here. We're low on health, so we're going to take the death. We have 3 health to work with. Okay. That's a lag. Not too hard. Always, be prepared to jump. Sometimes you'll get nothing, but be prepared to jump throughout this entirety. I'm at 2 health, so I'm going to be safe. Take the death. You can get a roller here if you're not careful. If you're not paying attention, you'll get hit by it. Since it is safe, I'll be safe here too. Okay, at this point, there's not going to be a whole lot of difference in the hard versus easy. Be a little bit, but there's not a whole lot. Like anytime I sense a safe strat, I'm going to do it. But I have my TV way low, so I'm having trouble hearing this music for some reason. I'm so downtrodden because of it. Okay, because this is safe, I'm not even going to do the one jump. I'm going to just do this. A little bit of time loss, but you're guaranteed not to be hit. I'm just getting tired. It's hard to do this grind. For no dungeon, for no dungeon. Of course, you have to meow, 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 meow. That's a common one. Trying to think of other ones I've come up with over the years. We're not worthy. We're not worthy. Oh, I have that problem. Whatever. I double hit. Alright, so we need to be really careful here. If we do take a hit, we will take a death immediately in the tower. That last one, I still had one attack in the sailor left. And, you know, if you can keep this guy on the ceiling and play it safe that way, I don't know how to do it right. So this is the same for me every time. It's pretty safe. Alright, now I have to be extraordinarily safe. Where I was talking about, but I'm playing it like really safe. I'm stopping. It's not something I'm used to doing. Well, I don't think I'll die. I don't think there's really any reason to die here for a refill. I don't have anything to just jump, you know, just react and jump. Let's get to the side. Get safe here. Take advantage of your jumping, changing your attack. Health. No mind point is disappointing. Damage doesn't matter too much here. I might want to kill some guys just for mind point accumulation. Yeah, using your disc armor to pick up those drops is usually better than Rygar trying to, because you'll miss a lot. The disc armor has a lot more reach than Rygar body does for that. Yeah, if you want to play that pulley a little bit safer and kind of maneuver yourself on it, that's fine, but it's usually not a problem. Just make sure you're waist high to the actual rope, and you're good. Again, go for this mark right there. Could kill that guy for mind point accumulation if you would like to. Might have been prudent in this case. In this case, oh man, that's awful. I'm going to be doing a lot of grinding in the final area. Good grind there for mind points. No, it's about the same speed. Okay, it was a potion anyway. Yeah, nothing but potions. Okay, and I'll do the strat I was mentioning earlier. Damage doesn't matter too much. Just trying to get as many kills as possible so we can get mind point drops. I'm getting nothing but potions. Back to the moonstones. Rock butts, whatever you want to call them. Since Since I'm using a different version, I can't hop on the owls. That's... Even I learned something on this tutorial. So we're going to do a lot of, I mean, we're going to get a grayscale kill, it looks like. Pretty much guaranteed. On Rygar. Grayscale is what happens when you kill Rygar with attacking sail. Jump up left. Jump left. Up left. Jump down left. Kill guy. Kill another guy. Jump. Walk straight. It's about middle. Then jump. Down left. Down left again on a jump. Go through. Crossbow. Slight jump to the right. Jump right. Up a little bit. Back down. Did I get hit? I'm not sure if I did or not. Jump a little bit up. If you go straight there, you'll run into this pillar, so you do have to move up a little bit. Nice potion. 3 more. Almost to a point where I don't need to. Oh, there it is. That's fine. Scared? Ugh, I get really scared there on that. Alright. Oh, I missed a whole bunch. And that's a, you know, sub 25 time. I missed 2 attacking assails. They only took 9 hits. I missed 2 of them though. So a pretty safe way to get around to 25 to 26 minute time. One thing I haven't shown yet is the actual path I'll be doing for Big 20. My plan is to do a 48 tone Aruga with Death Warp, and I think I'll show that. You can still do the 40, that's perfectly okay. From my testing, it didn't seem to be that much of a time difference between 40 Aruga and 48 Aruga, so I just felt it prudent to do the 48 Aruga. It might be faster with the, you know, I don't know this category for that particular part of the run all that well, so there still can be a lot of research done on the exact fastest path through Aruga on this particular category. So we will do one more. We'll do the hard run. Let's and make an attempt at it, or at least the run I'm going to do. Now for me, when running this game, a lot of it has to come down to this, getting this correct Grand Mountain pattern. That's good. That's going to give me the pattern, for sure. That's a pretty dumb mistake. I might get it still. I still get it. It'll be interesting how that affects me. Let's see. So I'm at 34 tone. I missed a tone point there because I got a double spawn there. So I'm still only at 34, which hurts me a lot, really. We'll have to do a little bit of improv, which will probably be happening during the race a lot, so it's okay that this happened this way. I'm going to trust what I've done in the past. I'm going to kill that guy and die to this one. That's a tone point that guy I just killed, so I'm at 35 now. Get that mark. Here. Since I don't run this category, when I was doing a lot of runs last night of this, I kept forgetting to kill that tree. So 36. So I'm one short of where I would expect to be at this point. So we're going to kill these guys. If you're doing 40, you would skip those. These guys. Oh, that's not the one. Got one extra, actually. I'm not going to do the frames or die thing. If you do the path in a certain way, you're going to, it's pretty set what type of spawns you get. Okay. So if you practice enough and check, if you do the same thing, you'll know which ones give you mind point or tone points and which ones don't. So I should be at 41. Let me just be sure. Yeah, 41. So I'm going a little slow at this point, based on the music. So I do have protection, actually. That's good. Yep, don't need it too. All right, I'm glad I was at 41 then. Just that mind point spawning means I didn't get the 4th green dragon. Still slow though. In my testing, I've been about 8 to 10 seconds better than what that split was. Okay, this is a pattern I get a lot. So I'll get a little bit of slowdown here. Now I hurt myself here on lag because I did it that way. I need that. Yeah, because a couple of these sections are really hard. If you deviate off that by just a frame or two, you're going to get different spawn patterns, and that one was really bad. But that's probably the worst that section should ever be. See if we get this first try. I'm guessing, since there's a lot of people in this stream, there's going to be a lot of people rooting that, or guessing that I don't get it. Let's see what happens. And they would be wrong. Really badly. Oh, I gotta wait. Oh no! I almost died. Wish I could have done that more efficiently than that, but so long as you get to Sigilla, you're gonna be happy with yourself. Without, you know, if you get the skip especially. Always jump down there, by the way. You know, if you play this casually, every single time you try to go left out of that screen, you're going to run into the door again. Pretty much anybody's going to do that. So make sure you jump down and then move left. If you don't feel confident enough, move up after you jump down to avoid the door. By the way, if that Sigilla skip was, if you haven't heard, or no, it was brought to me by Feasel. It was actually the first time I'd ever used save states on a flash cart. It was at SUDQ 2014. He was like, hey, look at this! Try it! It took me like 4 tries to get it, and then it's like, I don't want to do this. But, you know, that's what speedrunning is. I guess you have to force yourself to do things you don't want to do to compete. That might be too high. I'm worried here. Oh, that's close. There you go. Spam all those Feasel faces. Show your allegiance to Feasel with your subscription by showing his face. Now, I can't get hit here. I gotta play this a little bit more conservatively than I really want to. before grind start. I'm going too far down. Very good wiggle. Be ending pretty soon. That wasn't. I don't think that was a terribly good grind. I think the grind in my no death PB, which you see the split of, wasn't terribly good either. So I can still pick up a good chunk of time. This split to the no death run isn't really any different. So there's a little bit of difference, I guess, with using attack and assail. That's a little bit faster, but. Okay, this is where it's, this is the danger part of the no death, or the death warp run. You don't have nearly, in no death, you don't have nearly the problem because you have full health at this point. So you're not in any, there's no tension really. Here you can't take a unintentional hit. Especially coming out too, that's worse. Oh, I should have just done that. I forgot I had an attack and assail left. That was a very jerky spawn, that right moving and left hand side. He gave it to me. Look at that. That's how you do it when he gives me that pattern. Thank you, game. It's a harder strat, too. I don't have a spare health here. Now it's really tense, because this is where I lost the run last night, was here. I'm being really conservative here, because I got a good run, or a decent run, not a horrible run. That. See, that's what I mean. I was just being way too conservative. Okay. Now, if I die at all in this next section, it's all my fault. So there's no luck. I mean, I can get bad patterns and such, but if I can't kill anything and die to it, I'm pretty dumb. Now you're going to lose time on this split to the no death run because I'm going to refill my health that I wouldn't do in the no death. So this split is already 11 seconds behind. Well, it's not already. I haven't done it yet, but for processing purposes, I suppose. Ooh, okay, that was a start point, or mind point. I don't know how many it was, if it was a single or a triple. I didn't see it. But I didn't get a potion, so I didn't gain health. I sound like a famous or a semi-famous person? Oh. Not, oh, I'm sounding like a famous person, or semi-famous, or someone who does stuff in the same realm I do. Full healed here because in case I get hit. There's a chance I get hit, so, and there's really no reason afterward. I mean, the final area isn't too bad, so it doesn't matter either way. It's the same amount of time to do it from either side. So it really doesn't matter when you do it. If you want to do this at the 0 health, that's perfectly up to you. Doesn't matter. So I think I have 1 mind point. Two mind points. Ha ha ha. More stuff. Probably going to lose about 18 seconds, maybe 20 on this split now because of the time I took to grind. Especially because this guy can be a pain. Because I have a unique setup to doing this tutorial today. My splints aren't in the normal spot I have them in, so I have absolutely no idea what my time is. I can look over in time. There we go. Okay, 32 seconds. Problem is I have to grind, so unless I get a triple on the way, I have to grind, so. So for a no reset run, it's okay. For I'm pretty unhappy with it if it was like a record attempt. With the exception of just getting the 2 skips. Or definitely skips, probably. Well, I have a, I got a 2210 with about a 45-second death last night in preparation for this tutorial. So in that place, I was mentioning it after the tower, in the Grand Mountains, I died to a pattern I hadn't seen before, and I lost about 45 seconds, ended up with a 2210. Got really good drop luck. Got 2 triples in Lapis, so I didn't have to grind at all. So it'd be nice if I got a triple here. Oh, that's so bad. That'd have been a triple. Oh, that sucks. Too bad. That's the easy pattern. I got 3 potions in this. 3 or 2, I don't know. Disappointing. Not even grayscale, you get... Oh, there you go. Because of the grind, it was pretty bad. But... Almost, yeah. Wow. I killed him on the 9th attack and assail instead of 10th. That gives me a whole different... That gives me a very sunsetty... or sunrise ending rather than the midday. So, there you go. I would have gotten like 2150 had I gotten a triple early. Whatever. You have to rely, to get like a really good time, you have to rely on a very, like at least 1 triple after taking the last death abuse. Yeah, after Jaguar King, after the 10th kill, you'll get a grayscale ending. You look forward to seeing the rest of the tutorial. And it's a purple finish rather than the blue. The best. We can, you know, Diesel and I, when we first ran this, like in 2012, I think it was 2012, 2011, something like that. We kind of both came to the conclusion that the developers for this game spent half their budget on that dove. Oh, I see. All right, I will do. If anybody has any, you know, questions about the run, I'll be happy to do it. Otherwise, I'll do something a bit special coming up here. Oh, okay. I can go over that very briefly. Oh, I need to turn off and on. And again, for those who missed the explanation, this is probably the biggest thing in the run, is basically you can be anywhere near this area. I'm a bit too deep for my liking. But you have, for this, basically you have to jump before you start pushing right. Jump and then push right. When I'm this far deep, it's almost instantaneous. If I'm farther outside the door, you want to wait a little bit longer before pushing right after jumping. See, I missed that. That's going to be way short. If I'm not so deep, I'll be fine. If I wasn't as deep. Like here, that's fine. Oh, I was late though, because I was making sure I was not too deep. That's way too far though. You can't be that far outside the door. But that's fine. That's like what I like. And then, you know, just a slight hesitation. You know, don't push right until 2, 3, 4 frames after you jump. Something like that. So, that's the basis for it. That's the trick to this trick. You can do it with pushing instantaneously right and left, or jump and right, but you're generally not going to make it if you do that. You have to be pretty much way inside the door. That's late. If you're late, that means you don't jump on them. If you're early, that means you get hit to the right by the grub thing. See, I was too early there, so I got hit by the grub. Yeah, I spend a lot of time on it. So, and are there any other questions before I? Yeah, go to chapter 2 and get to this section. I was way early, but yeah. Yeah, go to chapter 2, and it's a a linear explanation of the run. I wanted to do it one last time just to show you. So, alright, that's Rygar. And I'm not going to change any of my things, but I am going to, I've been asked to just give an idea of how Cthulhu Land works. Because I guess some people are struggling with it, and I'm, fairly, it's a pretty easy game. I played it a lot. If someone can link the pictures, because that'll help people. For the Big 20, you have to do the first 5 stages, and then it loops after that. You have a bonus stage, and then it loops without doing the first stage, which is red. I don't know the red stages as well because I only do them once when you play this game. Otherwise, the green, blue, purple, and gold I'm fine with. But yeah, okay. Figberg gave that. So, basically, with the red, 32, I don't remember. 32 is the man, I think. Nope, it's the face. The face is easy. The face is nice and well set up. But basically, the idea here is that whichever, Bubbles, I think its name is, anytime you cannot change direction without grabbing a peg. And whichever direction, like, I can shoot, if I push the opposite direction from where Bubbles is going, nothing happens. If I push down or up is when his claw, whichever way his body's facing, pushing up does a claw up, down does a claw down. If I'm going vertical, right and left show claws in the direction that, the thing is. So that's a big thing to get used to. And then the problem I have is I hold on too long because I'm not used to the slowness. I'm used to going at a lot faster speed. That one's a pretty easy one because squares are the best thing to get in this game because they're the easiest ones to wrap around into. We need a DW pun emote. Come on. Okay, 30 is one of 2 things. It's the spade or the clown face, and it's the clown face, which is really good. It's one of the easier ones to do. I consider that a clown face. I don't know, that's how I think of it, but, 2 crosses and a rectangle. If you want to get flags, they're fine. You have plenty of lives. You shouldn't need flags. Flags are extra guys. Now this one's a little bit different. 29 means it can be 3 different patterns. You go left here, and it's the, depending on what you get, you know what you're getting. Like, I'm getting the glasses, I know that. Oh, I didn't hold on long enough there. I died, obviously. But yeah, you can be in this thing all you want. You can go through this so long as you're hanging onto a peg. That actually might help some people out. You can be in one of those pit things, spawners. So yeah, not only do you know what it should be, is that even if you have ones that can be several ones, so long as as quickly as you can figure out, and you can start moving. This is the L blocks. Whoops, I grabbed too early when I wanted to. It's still okay. Held on too long. Yeah, the quicker you figure out what pattern you're in, the better off you are. Now this last one's a little bit more difficult because there's no real set pattern. It's just like a, you know, it kind of makes its own pattern. 24 is a pretty common one, so I think there's 2 or 3 with this amount. We go down into that. Okay, so we know what it is. It's this one, which means there's 2 here, 1 here, 1 that, down, go up. Did that kind of slow, but I mean, but yeah, the more you find out, you know, the more. When in doubt, hold on to a peg until you get your bearings. If you just go willy-nilly, you're going to just like, you know, that's the extent of the Big 20 challenge. So, but yeah, just if when in doubt, keep hold on to a peg until you get your bearings, and then you can move on and figure out what you need to do, and or shoot your little laser thing. I screwed up. But I suppose you could pause the game, although I've never had a need to. Thank you, Jacob, for the pun, because of the EMP, any amount of money's pun. Okay, 30 is again one of 2 things. This one's the spade. Basically, anytime you can do a cross section is probably the fastest way of doing any particular pattern. Is anytime you can do a cross section, because you know you can get those boom boom and you're done. No, but here's the thing. The way this works is that I'm not going to get the glasses again. I'm going to get one of the other patterns. So again, 29. It can be one of the other 2, and it's the panda. Since I got 2. Oops. I got 2 coins there going left instead of 1 from the glasses. And I don't know the panda as well. Again, the cross section there, though. Really about doing that square part. So yeah, you'll get all 4 patterns first before it starts repeating. And it's repeating in the same order. I found that out the other day when playing this. So 31, this is the one you want. This is the squares. You can do cross sections all over the place. Whoops. Let's actually set this up right. Oops, I forgot about that. That's clock there, slows the timer. So, squares are what you want. Squares are the easiest ones to do. 23 means it's the you can do. You have this pattern. I can't remember if there's one in the middle here. Oh, oh, I did get the central. This one is hard because it has that center coin that's blocked pretty well by rubber bands. So I didn't do that terribly well, but you know, the 23 one, that one's difficult because it's hard to get to that middle coin because of those pits and rubber bands. You just got to come in from the row above the pits, hit the peg and go down. And this is the speed I like going at. Like, it's really hard to do the first set. Oh, I screwed it up. Let's see. I'm going a little faster, so maybe if I don't screw up, I'll still get the... I just don't screw up again. I'll get the full amount. So we haven't seen in green yet, we haven't seen the eagle or the mouse. Eagle is 34, the mouse is 32, I think. Okay, so yeah, this is the mouse. I like going down and clearing out, you know, this part. This is how I usually figure out what where I'm at. Now, the mouse has a problem with it. And you have to be really careful with the mouse. Basically, this spot here is a rubber band, and this spot here is a rubber band. So if you're coming down here, grab this peg here and swing right, or swing left really, swing left into there. You're going to hit this rubber band, and it's going to knock you this way, and you'll hit this rubber band. And you'll be caught in a loop here. And the only way to get out of it is have your time run out or get hit by an urchin. So that's definitely what you do not want to swing on any of these four pegs in a horizontal to go horizontally, or you're going to get yourself trapped. So these four for the mouse, you have to be really careful on. Just pause. The butterfly in this next stage, if you get the butterfly, it has the same issue. We'll see if we get it. Nope, we get the submarine. See, I would know it's a submarine because I'd go left and there's just it's the rubber band, not anything. It gets harder because there are more urchins at that point, but that's fine. So yeah, that's Clue Land. I don't think I'll go through, obviously since I died, I won't go through all of the different sets, but that's just something if you want to get it through practice or not. But yeah, the butterfly in that would be the middle top two rows of pegs in the next section, in the purple and the blue section. So you got to worry about that. So yeah, that probably took as long as I expected it to. If I'm doing tutorials, I usually take a long time. So yeah, any final questions about the run or anything? I mean, if you have any questions later, you can ask me in my stream. That works too. Oh man, I'm covering up my thing here. I'm just opening up my Whee. I don't have it set up though, so it just looks weird. Maybe now I'll update my Zelda tutorial. It's been a while, hasn't it? Okay, yeah, go ahead, find a raid target, and head on over there. Yogi, yeah, he's definitely one of the favorites for Best of NES. I don't know what he's doing. Last I saw, he was doing River City Ransom, which I'm hoping to get a good time in as well. But can pick a message. One of the doors you go into in Rygar has this message for you. I can't remember the punctuation on it, but one of the doors you go into has this message. So let's go ahead and go with that. Fight, fight, fight. One of the messages. And thanks everybody for coming out and watching the tutorial and staying through the staying through it, because you know. And anyway, I'll send you guys. Go ahead and hit the host thing, and thanks for coming in, guys. Good luck with Big 20.